Menu, Malkin cookies. Did I oversell that, Barry?
I like it.
It's like the one thing I'm really proud of that I did today.
Yeah, you had a good day.
You like that?
Malkin cookies is worth
Malkin cookies. Would you have some Malkin cookies?
I love Malkin cookies.
They're not actually here.
No.
And the rest of them.
And the rest
of those guys. All right, Matt Barry, as I said to Barry Melrose, I'm spent. I came up with Malkin cookies. Will you do something today, please?
Yeah, do.
Able to do. We bring in a guy in Herm Edwards who was in New York at the same time that Tom Coughlin was. You with the Jets, he with the Giants. What does he bring back to this Jaguars organization?
Well, first of all, historically, he was one of the first coaches there, right?
Oh, yeah.
They had one down there before he left, obviously.
But earlier about the Jaguars being kind of snake bit when it comes to their rookies, right? So after last year deciding not to have any practices, they decided to do that this year. Why is it important that the rookies need to practice at this point, Coach?
Well, I think, first of all, for coaches, this is the first time you're exposed to these young players.
The Jaguars, they can put some salt around them.
Fine.
Don't walk on any ladders. Don't step on any cracks.
You don't worry about injuries. You just
you can't
participate in the classroom and participate in practice. That's how you get better.
Control what you can control.
Yes.
Correct. All right. Still ahead on. Football talk about rookie quarterbacks with our NFL insider Jeremy Fowler. When you look at the slate, which of the rookie quarterbacks do you think is in the most advantageous position for a rook?
Well, there was one quarterback in this draft where you talk to coaches, they say he's got the highest ceiling and the biggest risk attached, and that was Patrick Mahomes, which is why he's quarterback. Yeah,
and obviously there's those parallels between Andy Reid and Brett Favre, but we already see Reid kind of coming to Mahomes' defense on some of the criticisms of his footwork and his mechanics, saying, listen, whatever it takes for him to sling that ball like he does, that's what we want. That's what we're looking for. Let's talk about a couple of vets. We go from rookies to some vet quarterbacks. Derek Carr falls in the vet category. Matt Stafford does as well. They're the next two starters that are in line for an extension. Why does one contract hinge on the other?
Well, it's going to be a scorcher for
the stairs. I think we should open our segments like that at times this way. Yeah, exactly. Let's just stare each other down. Gil Melendez, Chael Sonnen, gonna break down UFC 211. I had a chance to talk with Stipe this week, actually, about the fact that the last person to beat him was Dos Santos. Who do you think is going to get the better of this matchup?
I like Stipe in this match. Listen, Junior Dos Santos, anything he hits, he destroys. It can go to deep waters.
If you've got no dog in this fight too, it's pretty cool that he's a firefighter, and is right. He saves lives. He's a fire medic. Like, that's pretty great too.
If I may add to that, he has not missed a shift.
That's what he said.
As champion, he still hasn't missed a shift.
It's fantastic what he's able to do. Because
frankly, if your house is burning down, wouldn't you feel pretty good with that guy coming through the door?
I would love for him to break through a door and take me out.
You're gonna
throw me right over the shoulder. He could do his thing. Let's talk about the women's strawweight title fight. We've got Joanna Jędrzejczyk, the champ, looking to defend her belt for the 5th time, taking on challenger Jessica Andrade. Chael, why should fans be watching out for Andrade in this fight?
She has to use her footwork as well. Let's see you be an elusive fighter. Let's take this to deeper water and try to drown Jessica Andrade. You got to be able to pull out different tools as a mixed martial artist against certain types of fighters. And this is an equally scary striker she's fighting. So she needs to pull out her other tools. Again, use the push kicks, the kicks, and the footwork. Take her to deep water.
Chael, Gil getting us set for UFC 211, couple title fights on the line. You know what's coming tomorrow? I'm really excited about this, guys. The award-winning E6
went from 4th-round long shot to NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year in just one season. His success led to the end of the Tony Romo era in Dallas. And as a part of his E60 feature, Jeremy Schaap sat down with them to discuss how it all went down. So James Conner wasn't supposed to be in the NFL draft this year. That was not his plan. The former Pitt running back considered, well, he actually envisioned hearing his name called. But last year, plans changed, and did they change ever? Conner is not who we thought he was. In this SEC feature, Tom Rinaldi shares how Conner's life-changing moment happened well before the draft, and how this has impacted and inspired others along the way. That there will be a Cavs-Warriors final. Is that good or bad for basketball?
Honestly, I don't even know why it's a conversation. We weren't having this conversation when it was Celtics Lakers. You know, like.
Or I move on to some Knicks trivia because I know you're a Knicks fan. I can't talk about them in the playoffs. Oh, stop working, nor my Lakers. But who wins? Cavs, Warriors?
Man. I'll say
Turman, who says that we should do this Knicks trivia. So people come on and they always say they're a hardcore fan, and then you ask them for dates and information, and they just can't do it. Do you have any? You feel any pressure? Because I'm gonna give you a trivia.
A little bit. I'm feeling a little bit.
Okay, here we go. Last time the Knicks were in the playoffs.
Last time they were in the playoffs, 70 dropped this project. It's called After Hours, and you know, it was kind of inspired by all of the nights that I've kind of had to myself while I was shooting shots fired in the breaks. You know, we were just recording at night and just using the nighttime as inspiration to get figure out the songs, the feelings behind everything, the vibe. Essentially, it was.
No, we'll sing on our way out of the break. We can do Happy Birthday, from my understanding. Okay. All right, so because you're here, we're going to do a top 5 that is New York inspired, and it is. And I don't know if you watched the show, but my co-anchor David Lloyd, he's joining me now. David, are you